Hello boys and girls. Do you remember last week we had a story about Sarah Sheep? And Sarah Sheep got lost because she went out in the dark with Billy Badger and she got very lost. Well, Sarah Sheep's been a good girl all week. She was very careful not to go out in the dark. But Sarah Sheep got into trouble today because she was playing with her little brother called Sam, and while she wasn't being careful, she dropped him on the floor and he cried, "Meh, meh, meh." Sarah Sheep's mummy wasn't very happy and she told her off. So I thought Sarah Sheep might like to have a story about a little girl who had a baby. Would you like to listen to the story as well? So, once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived all alone in a big house with her mother and father. She had dolls and games to play and a big tree to climb, but sometimes she wished she had a baby brother as well. One day, the girl's mother told her that she would have a baby brother or sister because her mummy was going to have a baby. Her mummy went into hospital and came back with a tiny bundle wrapped in a blanket. A baby sister! Somehow, the little girl wasn't excited anymore. All the baby seemed to do was cry. Her mother and father paid lots of attention to the baby. She wanted to play with the baby, but the baby didn't know how to play. So one day, the little girl was holding the baby while her mother cooked the supper. The baby just lay asleep. The little girl watched for a while, then she got bored. She decided to bounce up and down on the chair, and she bounced harder and harder. All of a sudden, on one hard bounce, she landed on the baby. The baby started to cry. Her mother ran from the kitchen. The little girl was in trouble. Happily, the baby sister was not hurt, but her mummy decided to talk to her. "What would you do if I gave you a china plate to carry into the dining room?" said her mother. "I would carry it very carefully," said the little girl. "And what would you do if a butterfly landed on your arm?" said her father. "I would walk very slowly and show it to you before it flew away." "You're right," said her father. "Being slow and careful is the same as being gentle. You need to be gentle with some things." The mother got the baby and brought it into the room. "Sometimes babies and bigger people are like china plates," her mother said. "They get scared like the butterfly. You need to treat them very gently because you love them." "I understand now," said the little girl. "Can I hold my baby sister again? I'll be very gentle." The mother handed over the baby and the little girl sang her this song. When the mummy and daddy heard the song, they knew she really did understand. If you could have heard her, she would have sounded like this. I pulled too hard on my puppy's tail. I broke my boat with the big white sail. I tore a page of my fairy tale because I was not gentle. I tore the nose off my teddy bear. I tripped myself running up the stair. I broke the arm of the rocking chair because I was not gentle. I held my cat and she didn't cry. I touched the wings of a butterfly. I sang my sister a lullaby because I was so gentle. I drank my milk and it didn't spill. I helped my grandma walk up the hill. I held a birdie while sitting still because I was so gentle. Gentleness is careful, gentleness is kind, gentleness is thoughtful and loving all the time. Gentleness is holding rainbows in your hand. Gentleness is Jesus, and I'm his little lamb. And that's the end of the story. Did you enjoy the story, Sarah? Yes, thank you. Well, I hope you boys and girls enjoyed the story. Maybe we can have another story next week. Bye-bye.